Mr. Speaker, my response to the question posed by the Leader of the House. The Tamale-Walewale Road forms part of the National Route N10, an 814-kilometer trunk road constituting the Central Corridor Road, which runs from Daboase Junction in the Western region and ends at Paga on the northern border of Ghana with Côte d'Ivoire. The N10 is a major corridor for transport and transit to and from neighboring landlocked countries from the northern region. The project section starts beyond the urban areas of Savelugu and traverses towns like Nasia and Walewale. With the current expansion of the Tamale Airport, the road would provide smooth access for travelers. The road was awarded for rehabilitation under a project titled Design-Build Contract for Tamale to Walewale Road Phase 1, Savelugu to Walewale, Kilometer 30 to Kilometer 113. The project was scheduled to commence on 21st of June 2022 for completion by 20th of December 2025. The duration was originally for 42 calendar months. Designs were undertaken and contractors' camp was set up. The contractor, after taking possession of the site and some money is paid, suspended works due to the debt restructuring. Mr. Speaker, the contract data is as follows. The contractor, Kalapatura Projects International Limited, JMC, from India. Engineers Assistance is Engineers Incorporated and Vision Consult. Funding agency is Exim Bank of India under Buyer's Credit Agreement. Commencement date 21st June 2022. Project duration was for 42 calendar months. Completion date was supposed to be 20th December 2025. Accepted contract amount was $158 million, 617, and then 764. Advance payment of $29,648,180 was paid, amounting to 20%. Physical completion, Mr. Speaker, is 1%. Defect notification period, 365 days. However, on the 11th of March 2024, after taking 20% of the amount, which equates to about $30 million, the contractor served a notice of termination on 1st March 2024. Mr. Speaker, the contractor further attempted claiming another $14 million, though he didn't do any work, but claimed $30 million. Mr. Speaker, this is my response.
Yes, Honorable Majority Leader. Any supplementary question?
Right Honorable Speaker, because it is not a written answer, I did not hear clearly the names of the contractor and also the engineers. So if he can repeat the names of the contractor and also the engineer. And can we know what informed the notice of termination by the contractor? Because it says the contractor served notice of termination on 11th of March 2024. No, 1st of March 2024, he served notice of termination. What happened on the 11th of March 2024? Was that the sword cutting?
Majority Leader, you have exhausted all your supplementary questions because the questions are 3 in 1. Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. What I said was the name of the contractor, as of the time we're contracting in this house, was JMC. They have since tried to change their name to Kalpatura Project, saying that this Kalpatura has now bought JMC, which is an Indian firm, and engineers are IMS Engineers Incorporated and Vision Consult. What I also said was that the notice of termination was served on the 11th of March 2024. What constituted this? All I know is that the contractor said due to the debt restructuring, the project could not go on. But Mr. Speaker, as I said, before then, they successfully drew down almost $30 million. And it will interest you to know that the sword was cut for this project by our beloved former Vice President, Dr. Bawumia. And then the project actually was supposed to commence. I also noticed that on June 17, 2024, the then Vice President assured the country that the project was going to resume after the completion of the debt restructuring, not knowing that on the 11th of March, the contractor has already served notice of termination. So the Vice President then didn't even know that the contractor has already served notice to terminate the project in March, in March. And then he was promising in June that the work will be terminated. Mr. Speaker, this is not very usual, to be honest. That, if you remember at that time, Ghana owes contractors more than 20 billion Ghana cedi. So for us to be able to find $20 million and pay a contractor, $30 million to pay a contractor, and he did absolutely no work. And now, after taking $30 million, has served notice. Basically, he took our money and wanted to serve notice. And Mr. Speaker, that cannot happen. This contractor will be asked to either do the work up to $30 million or we make the necessary recommendations for actions to be taken within our country, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Majority Leader.
So, what you are saying is that the road from Tamale or Savilgu is very close to Tamale. The road from Savilgu to Walwale, and Walwale is the hometown of the former Vice President and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. That is, so this road was awarded on contract by the government of the NPP to a contractor for upgrading. And the road costs
Honourable Majority Leader.
158 million United States dollars. And the contractor took $30 million and has done only 1% of the job. Can you confirm these facts to me?
Honourable members, we have to operate within the meaning of Standing Order 89 and 88.7. Honourable members, 88.7 says that a member in asking question shall not address the House. B, raise any argument. C, offer an opinion. So I will limit the question to confirmation that a member requested for.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I can confirm that the project cost, as documented is $158,617,764. And yes, the contractor claimed $29,648,180.20. And the physical progress on site is 1%. In fact, it means that we didn't even finish clearing of the site. And the contractor, in addition to the almost $30 million, is attempting to claim another $14 million. Mr. Speaker, you heard me in the past say that it has become a habit of some of the developers of the suppliers credit, though the debt restructuring meant that they were not working, sit in their offices and make huge claims against government just for standing on the site. And apart from the claim of the $30 million by this contractor for no work done, they actually are attempting to claim another $14 million for no work done, and now decide that after claiming this money, we should leave them out of the contract for us to terminate the contract for them to go. That's what I'm saying, that, Mr. Speaker. As a road minister, knowing that I owe Ghanaian contractors over 21 billion, it is quite disheartening that at the same time that we are unable to pay Ghanaian contractors for work they have done, we have paid somebody $30 million, and the person is basically asking us that we should let him go with our $30 million. And that's what I'm saying, that we shall be able to use the laws within our country to demand that $30 million worth of work is done, or we take the legal actions to make sure that we retrieve our money, Mr. Speaker. That is not going to happen.
Honourable members, the rule is that the questioner must exhaust his supplementary question so that other members may have the floor to also follow up with a supplementary question. Yes, Honourable Majority Leader.
Minister, do you know who did the sword cutting for the construction of this road?
Order, yes, Honorable Abna Ose Asari. The question is, do you know who did the sword cutting?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
What is your objection?
This cannot be a question that has been filed. Respectfully, how do we come here and ask that you know the person who did the sword cutting? We do serious business here. This minister has made, Mr. Speaker, the minister has made certain allegations here. And it is that we want to find out, not who did a sword cutting. Everybody in Ghana knows that usually with these things, they are done on TV, so everybody knows. That is not why we are here. But we want to find out that the minister is claiming that $29 million have been paid for 1% work done. And that is more serious. So let us address that. Who did the sword cutting? It's not as serious as who paid $29 million, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, unfortunately, Honourable Abna Ose Asari doesn't have the authority to determine which question should be allowed and which question should be disallowed. Honourable members, the rules are clear as to a supplementary question. Supplementary questions can flow from the answer given by the minister. The minister in his answer indicated that sword cutting was done for a certain value of money received. They are again requesting for more money, that is $40 million. And the question is, who did the sword cutting? So once the answer has an element of sword cutting, honourable members, I would allow the question. So, Honourable Minister, you have the floor. Honourable Minister, you have the floor. Honourable members, I can give you the floor if you are able to tell me the rules that should enable me to disallow the question, having listened to the answers. Yes, Honourable Nitiwul.
Mr. Speaker, we know the rules and we accept that, Mr. Speaker, you determine the type of questions to admit and the type of questions that can be admitted and what is admitted and what cannot be admitted. We accept that. But, Mr. Speaker, when a majority leader puts a question to a minister, he's a majority of the whole house and leader of the house. So when he puts a question to a minister, I'm very surprised that he will want to find out who did the sword cutting when he himself said on this floor just now that the former vice president cut the sword. He said it. He said it. We were here when he said that.
Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order.
Mr. Speaker, but the actual reason I stood up is because the sword cutting, as you are trying to say, was not cut for the value of the money collected. No. Because that's what Mr. Speaker said. No. He said that they did a sword cutting for the value of the money taken, which is 29.6
Honourable
million.
I think you have not listened to me well.
Okay, say it.
What I said was when the minister was providing the answer, the minister stated that it was only sword cutting that was done. Certain amount of money has been paid. They are requesting for more. Therefore, the minister in the answer expressly mentioned sword cutting. So if the supplementary question is who conducted the sword cutting, then the question is within the rules. Honourable members, the Honourable Majority Leader never stated on record that the sword cutting was done by A or was done by B. What he said was the project is within the constituency of the former vice president. But he never said the former vice president did the sword cutting. The record can bear us out. So, honourable members, honesty is the best policy. The truth shall make all of us free. Honourable Minister, proceed to answer the question.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Professor Kimsilinyako, please resume your seat.
With respect.
Please resume your seat. Honourable Matthew Nyindam, please resume your seat. Honourable Collins Intim, please resume your seat. Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, the preamble of my answer suggested that this project is a very important project and indeed very dear to everybody, including the Vice President. The sword was cut by the former Vice President in June 2022. And as I said to you, even in June, former Vice President, Honorable His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I also said on the 17th of June 2024, when the question was asked as to why the project was not going on 17th of June 2024, he assured that the works would start as soon as the debt restructuring completes. And I'm saying that according to the record, the Vice President then wasn't even aware that whilst he was hoping that the project would continue after the debt restructuring, the contractor actually tendered in their resignation on 11th of March 2024. So the contractor even attempted terminating the work on the 11th of March, not known to the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. That is how serious this matter is. So the contractor attempted leaving the site before even the Vice President was encouraging people that the work will continue after the debt restructuring, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Member. Honorable Members, I stated here that we should give the opportunity to the questioner to exhaust his supplementary question. Then the floor can be open to other members to ask questions. So I believe when we can go by that, it will help all of us. Honorable Member, you have the floor.
Attention to another.
Honorable Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, question is, what steps are being taken to address this situation where the contract for the road from Savilgu to Wale Wale, which is a significant stretch of the journey for those of us from Boku going to Boku. Savilgu to Wale Wale is a significant stretch of that journey. That's the basis of my interest. So this contract, which would have made it easier for those of us using the roads, which was to commence 2022 and should have been completed this year, 2025. And $30 million, about $30 million, was taken by the contractor. And only 1% of the job was done. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the Minister, what steps are being taken to remedy this situation?
Mr.
Yes,
Speaker,
Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Highway Authority tried to make a call on the advance payment guarantee. However, the contractor secured an injunction from the Indian court to stay the execution of the instrument. The issue was then forwarded to Attorney General for his advice as we speak. So, Mr. Speaker, we are using the legal means through the Attorney General to advise on the way forward to either recover the money or compel the contractor to do the work up to the amount that they've collected.